Guys, welcome back to AZ Droid Tech. My name is Haroon and I'm back again with my LG G4 and I'm going to provide you guys with an update on my battery life on my device. So just to recap, I made a video previously a few days ago just to give you guys an idea of how the battery life is on this device, and I just updated my device to Android Marshmallow just a few days ago, and it had actually worsened my battery life instead of improving it. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what changes I've made so far so that you can compare your device with the kind of battery life that I have. So as I mentioned earlier, if you have seen my previous video or if you haven't, let me just mention that with Lollipop I was getting about between 2 and 3 hours of screen on time. The Marshmallow update, it went down to almost 2 to 2.5 hours screen on time, and that was just terrible battery life for me. So I decided to make some changes on my device to make sure if I can, improve my battery life somehow. So the first thing that I did was I went into backup and reset, and under factory data reset, I resetted my device, and just to make sure that if there's any optimization issues with the update, that should clear it off. Just to confirm, I am using Android 6.0 version on my device, and so that was the first change that I made. The second change that I made was I got rid of my Facebook app here. So basically, this icon here that you see is now a bookmark to my Facebook page, because Facebook was one of the most battery consuming apps on my device. Same thing with the Messenger, Facebook Messenger, I also removed that. The next thing I did was I went into apps and I disabled a bunch of apps from my device. So there was some bloatware that I don't use at all, and I didn't want that in my device just in case it was using some precious RAM and processing power. So I disabled all these apps here. There are a lot of other apps that I should also be putting them under the disabled section just because I don't use them. However, the device didn't allow me to disable everything. For example, the LG backup launcher, there's no option here to disable. However, there is another way to do this. One of my viewers did tell me about a software called debloater. I'm going to try that as well, and then basically uninstall or disable these apps from my apps screen. So let me go into my battery here and just quickly talk about the current battery and how it's been working for me so far. So right now, as you can see, it's at 25% still discharging. I had the phone off my charger this morning at 9 a.m. and I went to work at least 3 hours, more than 3 hours. It was in my on my desk. I wasn't really using it very lightly. There were some notifications coming in, some WhatsApp usage, but as you can see, it only took about 2% of battery life. So that means the doze mode is finally working on Marshmallow on this device. With Before the reset, it wasn't even working. I was losing about 9 to 10% battery life overnight. So with some more usage, the batteries started to go down. You can see here where we have the less steep lines. It was all doze working out, and then the more steeper lines were where I started to use my device, and it basically went all the way up to here, and I started to heavily use my device and it kept going down, and right now it's 12:40 a.m. so it's almost been what, 16-18 hours since I took this device out. I think, yes, about 16 hours or so, and after 16 hours I still have about 25% of battery remaining. Now let's take a look at my screen on time here. So the screen on time right now is 2 hours and 33 minutes. It's not as good as I would want it to be. I would want it to be at least an hour more screen on time, so I could at least stretch to 4 hours or 4.5 hours of screen on time, what the users have been reporting. But that's how it has been so far. The Android system here, I have no idea why this is here. It looks like GPS has been taking a lot of battery here, but I have disabled my location, so I don't know why it's taking so much battery. I'm gonna take a look at all these included packages and maybe disable a few more, because it's possible that some of these apps here are using a lot of battery in the background, which they shouldn't be. So I'm gonna try and do that. I'm still not sure why Google app is taking so much battery. I'm not using Google now. I haven't been using Google, the Google app, Google search, so I don't know why this app is taking so much battery in the background, but I'm gonna have to do something about that as well. Then I see here there's a lot of apps that are not actually showing up. I have been using Chrome a lot. I was using Facebook on Chrome, so it did take some battery life as well. But I see here that every time I'm playing a game, it doesn't appear on this device. I was playing some games today and it's not here. It doesn't make sense. It does take a lot of battery, so it should have been here. I see here Google Services is here, so maybe that's part of the gaming. So this is basically 2 days after the reset, and I'm gonna continue to test this. I'm actually not gonna charge this tonight. I'm gonna leave it overnight, 23% now, so I'm gonna leave this overnight and see how it is in the morning. So that we'll get back in the morning and I'll see how the battery is, and we'll do this for another day or so and see how the battery is going so far for me. So I'm back again in the morning here. Let's just take a look at how my battery has changed overnight. My battery life was at 21% last night when I went to bed. So this was my battery from, what you've seen in the last 7 hours or so. It dropped down to 19%. So that was a 2% loss in just 7 hours. So compared to 7 to 10% previously, this is much better. And as you can see, the usage on my battery here, it says 26 hours and 13 minutes, so that means that I have significantly improved my standby time on this device. And let's see here how the battery has used my screen, what my screen on time is right now. So it's very close to 3 hours right now, 2 hours and 57 minutes, and I'm at 14% at the moment. My brightness has been constantly set to about 21-25%. That's what I use at home because the minimum brightness is too low on this device, which is a good thing at night but not during the day. My screen on time, I'm expecting it to go to at least 3 hours and 30 minutes. It's still lower than what I would want from this device, but then again, look at the total battery usage, 26 hours and 15 minutes, and easily get to 30 hours. So that's pretty good in terms of standby time. I'm going to continue to do this and see how well my battery is for the next day, but this time I'm going to continuously use my device instead of keeping it on a longer standby time. See how I get my screen on time on with that. So stay tuned. Today is day 3 of my battery life review here. So let me just go ahead and show you guys how my battery was for today. So here it is, less than 8 hours since I took it off battery this morning, and look at how quickly the battery has been going down. Today I've been using maps extensively, so you can see here that maps was on for quite a while. The GPS was on. Normally I would turn off my location right here. Today I had to turn it on because of the GPS, so it was on and was running in the background. My screen on time today was 2 hours and 33 minutes with approximately 3 hours of battery life remaining, and that's it. So basically, even if I wasn't using maps, I would give it another half an hour, and my max screen on time today, after medium moderate usage, was about approximately 3 hours, which is still not as good as having 4.5 to 5 hours of battery life. But I'm going to continue to do this for one more day and I see how this goes, and I'll report back. Alright, so today is day 4 of my battery test, and let me show you how my battery was today. So here I'm at 5% right now. I just turned airplane mode on just a few minutes ago, and let's look at our battery here. So my battery usage today, this is how my battery was. As you can see, that there was not a lot of standby time happening and was continuously being used all day. And here's my battery usage details. So the screen on time that I got today was 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's really bad. And I had a phone call done for about an hour and 18 minutes. So taking that into consideration, maybe I would have about 3 hours and 15 minutes of screen on time. And then these are some of the other usages that I had today. I used Maps quite a bit, Chrome as usual, nothing extraordinary, and that's my battery life today with moderate usage. So I'm officially declaring that this is the worst battery life device that I've used in the recent past. My Nexus 6P was one of the best. I know a lot of people out there, you guys have had 5+ hours of battery life. I don't know how. Maybe my device is affected. Maybe there's some issues with my device, I don't know, but that's how it is, and I'm not happy with this kind of battery life on my device. So that was the test for this battery life. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Again, if you guys have any more tips for me to fix my battery life, go ahead and post them below. I'm still gonna try some more things, maybe root my device and see if I can install another app, a Greenify or something else, to see if anything will improve this battery life, because I can't deal with 3 hours of battery life every day. It's just not good anymore. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe to my video and like this video as well. And I'll be back with another video soon. Take care. Bye bye.